This is Ish Tactical Solutions. Today we're going to do a review on the 7.62 by 40 WT. Before we get to that, we'll talk about the weapon. I got a Yankee Hill machine 7.62 flash suppressor on there for so I can put my suppressor on there. Quick attach, detach. I got a GunTech key mod, 15-inch handguard on here. I have a 16-inch Wilson Combat stainless steel barrel for the 7.62 by 40 WT. The lower and upper are both forged. The upper is a Stag Arms. The lower is a Spiked Tactical. Upper actually has a nice little cool emblem on there. It's a Reaper, just something I was playing with whenever I was putting this together. Pretty nice little pistol grip on there, decent butt stock for mag pull. Alright, I wanted to make it light, but at the same time, I didn't want to go cheap with it. As of right now, I do have an Anderson trigger in there, but I'll be taking that out, putting in probably either a Rock River, Timony Giesel. I haven't decided yet what all I'm going to do to it. For the scope, we have a nice, real nice drop time burst, 3x9, and got a burst quick mount on here, and pretty squared away weapon altogether. Pretty light, not as light as my 277 Wolverine, but it's still light, made for hunting. Put me a winter trigger guard in there just in case I'm wearing big gloves. Alright, so let's get to the bullet. 7.62 by 40 WT. This is manufactured by Wilson Combat. It's their new shell. Before I decided to talk to them and get this, the barrel and bolt, I looked at all the solutions on it and checked out all the data, and it's very, very impressive. Alright, so it's similar to the 7.62 by 39, which we all love. 7.62 by 39 isn't the most accurate bullet in the world, and it doesn't get much distance out of it. So they wanted to improve on that. The biggest thing is when you put a 7.62 by 39 in an AR-15 chassis, they don't function very well. And so what they done was they started with the AR mags. They started making the ones with a large tilt so that they'll function better. That made it a little bit better, but they still weren't able to function correctly. So then they made the hybrid AR-15 chassis, which is not a real AR-15 chassis, and they changed the upper and the lower. Lower takes a different bolt carrier, or upper does, and then the lower it takes a AK magazine. And those have been functioning great. In fact, we'll be doing a review on those later. But to me, those aren't true AR-15s because you can't go and buy all the parts that are truly to the AR-15. The only thing that is different in this gun is the barrel. It uses the same bolt and bolt carrier. Alright, so all you got to do is change the barrel. All other components, upper, lower, everything is the same. So that's impressive. The next impressive thing is this thing's moving over 100 feet per second faster than the 7.62 by 39, and it's producing over 200 pounds more of kinetic energy. So not only does it move faster, but it's got more pounds per inch of energy than the 7.62 by 39. I've already went and shot it. We're going to shoot a 5-shot grouping for you. I held just over an MOA. I expect to do a little bit better today, and it seemed to be more accurate than the 7.62 by 39, and according to them, you can get more distance out of it. So what we're going to do, there'll be a part 2 to this. We're going to compare this to other bullets that I have. We're going to shoot into some stuff, and then we're going to take it out to 300 yards, maybe even 4, 5, 6, I don't know yet, and we're going to see how far we can get this thing out. All right. So for right this second, the most important thing to take out of this is it is a 223 casing. All right, and you can get from Wilson Combat. You can get the components for it, or you can go to Mad Dog Weapon Systems, and they also have components for it, and especially like the reloading and stuff like that. So this is a brand new bullet, guys, and there isn't much out there on it, but we're going to continue to do reviews on it over time, and this will just be our starting review. All right, so let's go out there and let's see how she prints at 100 yards. Okay, so this is what we done at 100 yards with our 5-shot grouping here. As you can see, we got 2 right here, 3 right there. That is still just over 1 MOA, but I'm sure that has to do with me. If you can check out the 3 and the 2 grouping, they're both well under 1 MOA. So it's holding a real tight grouping. It's obviously zeroed in well too, since they're all in the red. So one thing I forgot to mention is you can get the dust cover, I think, from Wilson Combat. It says 762 by 40 WT on it. You want stuff like that so you don't get confused, especially if you have a bunch of 5.56s. And this is a 125 grain bullet that we're shooting. The weapon functions real well, no malfunctions. Good grouping, especially for the cheap trigger that I have in there. And like I said, we got more reviews coming on it. All right. Give us a like, favorite, subscribe, God, family, country, all in that order.